Hello, everybody, and welcome to round 16 of the 2021 GP4 Offline Championship. We are here at the popular Sepang International Circuit in Kuala Lumpur for the Malaysian Grand Prix. The second time since its return. I am JW97, and I am joined today by my arch nemesis and the man who's just been retained by Lamborghini. It's Ra.
Yep, hello everybody, once again.
Yes, indeed. And if you didn't catch what I just said there, it was obviously confirmed, if you haven't seen on Twitter, that Rahul Patel will be staying with Lamborghini for 2022, meaning that Lamborghini will retain its lineup that they've had this season into next season. You happy with that news, Ra?
Yeah, I'm happy with that. Even more happier than when I got announced the first time. But of course, I am a bit surprised on the announcement because I thought it would be announced later on. But then again, who knows?
Well, obviously not. You've been announced here at round 16. And as you can see, the weather for practice, as you can see, it is going to be raining, but it's going to be quite changeable. It's going to start out with normal wets, a tiny percentage of monsoon, but then eventually, towards the end of the session, we will get the monsoon conditions. So we may only get some representative times in these conditions during the first 30 minutes or so. So without further ado, us get on with it. There is one test driver in the car. I think it is a requested test driver, and that is Dennis Graff. Once again, taking some time in the Ferrari. Of course, F2 are also here at Sepang this week, so a good chance for him to get some running in the Ferrari. And I think that's the only test driver. I'm not sure if there was a booked one due for this or not, but I don't think there was. No, there
That's
wasn't a booked one. So
interesting.
only Dennis Graff. And actually, speaking of which, we've actually got a mix in terms of tyres. Some are on the normal wets and some are on the inters. So could be very, very interested to see who's got that right to start off with in this session. But we're here in the garage as we wait to see who's going to be the first to come out onto the racetrack. Now, last time out at the Korean Grand Prix, which was back 2 weeks ago, in fact, because of course we had the week break, of course, as a result of Yuri carrying an illness, recovering from an illness, I should say. Obviously, 2 weeks ago we were at South Korea, and we crowned a brand new winner, rather, in the form of Chris Chatfield. He finally took his first ever win in the top tier. Long overdue, would you say, Ra?
Yeah, long overdue. I mean, he could have had a season to remember, but unfortunately not. I mean, Jake has had a season to remember, of course, but yeah, Chatfield. It took very long, but he finally got it.
Yes, indeed. And I was just checking there what tyres Daniel Fraser on. He's actually on the intermediate tyres. I thought for a second he may have been for some reason, on the soft tyres. Well, you can see there are some parts where it is still dry. You just saw, just on the straight there's a little line of dry parts, but that seems to be the only dry part on that section of the track. Not sure if there's any other dry parts around here, because we're only on the first part of the lap at the moment. But anyway, obviously, Chris Chatfield winning last time out. Obviously, finishing second in that race was, of course, Jesus Perinen in the Renault. Good result for him, and good comeback considering he had quite a poor qualifying session.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, good recovery from him, of course, and yeah, it's what he needs, and also to secure his future because he hasn't been announced yet.
Oh, not yet. In fact, neither Renault driver has been announced. We do know that Evan Byrne is not going to be there, though, next season. That we can guarantee, and that is because, of course, he's moving to Red Bull in 2022. Well, not only was the announcement about Rahul Patel going to Lamborghini announced, but also there was a little thing I also put in the thing below, and that was the news that that the catch-up episode for the GP4 OC news is expected to come out on Thursday. Now, I should say it will be slightly different than what you've seen before, and that's obviously because I've had to downgrade video editing softwares. But and I might have to change the format slightly just to suit that. But hopefully, it shouldn't be too bad. So just be aware of that anyway, as we now ride on board with Julius Anderson. And I've just realised, I don't know if it's the same for anybody else, but yeah, the stream is actually quite a bit behind, I think. I don't know how far behind it is, but for some reason the stream is actually quite far behind on YouTube than it is to OBS. I don't know why that is, but a bit strange, that one. Might have something to... Ah, okay. Well, Okay, just give us a moment, guys. We just briefly